Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
It's the real Mr. J. Boots on the ground. It's the real Mr. J. Boots on the ground. It's the real Mr. J. Boots on the ground. It's the real Mr. J. Boots on the ground.
Hey, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's Boobee's birthday today, and it's you can't see it, but it's activity all around, like a little beehive going on, man. What's up, Bobby G? Hey, I see you, Rhea, Will Shaw, Gregory Calhoun. Cal Dedman's in Las Vegas, man. He's been sending me a lot of video and stuff. I know Jason Flint, Bobby G, and Ingram, they're going to be going here in the next few days. Thanks, everybody, for all your happy birthday wishes, man. I tell you, that 1 year went by quick. Anybody's got children know it's a special day, man. I'm not going to be on here too long today. It's so much going on around me, man. I'm going to post a short video where over here it's a tradition on the first birthday that they kill a chicken and they put the blood in a cross on the baby's forehead. I got just a little short 2-minute video of the grandmother killing the chicken. I don't know if YouTube allowed me to put it up there, but I'll try. Hey, thanks, Eric Terry, for all the birthday wishes. Philip Cooper, Jacob Tanjay. Thanks to NTZ for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Everything y'all do to keep this a safe and respectable live stream. And, sometimes, man, I do have to say I apologize for missing some of the, questions and stuff, man. It's a lot of questions over here coming up here. Sometimes it's like 300 something people on here. I just get the ones I can catch. Hey, Smoky Mountain Marla, good to see you. James B. Brown Eyes 124337. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, man. It was a 7.1 earthquake in Davao Oriental. I want to check on TJ Johnson and Bobby Tazoy, see if they're okay. But it hit the hardest down by General Santos and the Sarangani province. But a 7.1 is a 7.1, man. I'll tell you that right now. It's really a lot. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a second. Give me 100 pesos out there. Yeah, 7.1 is 7.1. We hope everybody's okay down there. I know, like I said, we got several subscribers down in that Davao region. Hey, Ingram Davis, when you flying out, man? Yeah, Boobee's 1 year old today. It's her first birthday. Birthdays are a big deal in the Philippines, man, and it's to them. And it's going to be a lot of food. They'll have the karaoke out. Of course, I don't sing in the karaoke, but they'll have that out. They'll be drinking today. They'll have the birthday cake, ice cream. And Boobee's not going to know what's going on, but, that's just how it is here in the Philippines. What's up, Perry? Love Beat Muse. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Sam Champion. Thanks for joining us. Any football games on, guys, over there? Because, I love football, but you got to get up early here or stay up late, depending on the times. So for NFL game, normally 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. it would be 1 a.m. in the morning here. Now, I probably would do that if Lamar Jackson's playing, but if Lamar Jackson's not playing, there's nobody else. Cal, what's the guy for Phoenix? You know, it's only a few players that I would stay up that late to see. The young man who quarterback for Phoenix Cardinals. There's not too many people I'll stay up that late to see. Bam Bontag. Yeah, we got a couple of people that are going around getting recycling plastics and whatever they can find. It's a young couple, man. I guess the girl looks no more than about 18. The boy maybe looks 18 or 19. We gave him 100 pesos, man. Boobee's birthday. Hey, Zorba Dundee, thank y'all. I know JH always asks me the exchange rate right now is 50.37 pesos to the dollar. And also 12,021 cases COVID yesterday, the highest since April 2021 when they had that surge, man. There's a surge going on up there. It's going to keep going, guys. It's probably going to reach, they said, you know, on the good side, 18,000, on the bad side, 30,000 cases a day. Okay, everybody stay cool over in America. I mean, y'all get a heat wave. We get a heat wave every day here, so I don't feel sorry for you, but one of my subscribers did lose his son to a heat stroke, man, so y'all be careful out there. What's up, Harold Kemp? Thank you for joining us, man. I'm just kind of going down my list. We did have some great news coming out of Guam. They've reached herd immunity, and they're open for business. 80% of the population has been vaccinated, fully vaccinated against the COVID. I mean, that's great news. Also, Cambodia has reached 80%. Okay, Eric Terry, I saw that. Let me show you something. He says, Calvin, what happened to the young lady who wanted to find her father? Well, now he won't answer the phone. So what we've done, we're having her mail off a letter every week. And she bought one over here yesterday. I'm going to mail it off today to him. And we're going to do that every week. You know, maybe the letter will get to his house where the phone call won't. I see JH on here. Did you hear me, Jay? It's 50.37. Okay, John, what's going on, man? Okay, John Wells is getting his second shot today, which is great news. I go September 1st for mine. I can't wait. Mr. Chip, what's going on, brother? I see you. Anwar Kente checking in. But yeah, that's some good news. Also, I know y'all heard about the Pacquiao Spence fight getting called off. Spence is had a retina tear in his eye doing training. Hey, Nidoro Emblem says, hey man, what's Balak buying? What's Bulacan? Okay, that's what he said. Is that a nice place to live? From what I hear, it is. Now, they have a lot of bad weather up that way, too. A lot of flooding. Because Sunshine Shoulders, we helped a young family up there a couple of months ago. He reached out to us. Their house was almost completely submerged underwater. And I believe we sent him 3,000 pesos. But yeah, they got some bad weather up there. But other than that, yeah, it's a good place to live. Roy Stoddard. Yeah, I didn't answer that, Roy. We don't really play that race stuff on my channel. It's too much going on, man. You know, it's too divisive. We trying to talk about things gonna bring people together, man. I tell you that race is still around after all these years. Yeah, I love LaChan. He says, I know that Philippine heat. I'm spoiled where I live. Yeah, I tell you something. You know, these heat waves across the United States, and we get a heat wave every day over here. Hey, Freddie Sanders, what's going on, brother? Thank you. I appreciate it. Jacob Tanjay says that Mr. Gregory Mitchell do the right thing. We've given him a lot of time, man, you know, for him to get over the shock and everything like that. But, you know, it is what it is, man. We brought her to the 1-inch line, and I want to thank everybody that's been involved in that. But at some point, he's got to do what he's got to do. I don't understand it because I've got 5 daughters. I don't care if somebody came out of Clear Blue Sky from 50 years, and you know, which would be impossible, and say, Calvin, you're my father. I'd welcome him in. Endoro Emblem says, how do you fare that to Thailand, which is more better in your own words as far as quality of life? Well, I've never been to Thailand. Quality of life, they say that, well, I'm not going to talk about quality of life now. Their standard of living, their infrastructure is supposed to be better. But quality of life, you know, that's up to the individual. And because I've only been in the Philippines, my quality of life over here is extremely high. It's just, I'm as happy as I've ever been in my life. But I shared the news on my last live stream. A Swiss woman was recently murdered. A lot of foreigners end up murdered in Taiwan. A whole lot, I mean, not Taiwan, Thailand. A whole lot more than end up murdered in the Philippines. Far more. But remember, they have 5 times more visitors too. Oh yeah, Mark Norris. I'm not saying don't forget Pat Tillman. We're not talking about. I mean, he's one of millions of Americans, you know, who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. But it ended up being friendly fire that killed him, which doesn't make it any better. But you know, they tried to cover that up. That's a sad story, man. And yeah, my head goes off to him. I believe he joined after the 9/11, you know, yeah. But, you know, when you start talking about patriots, see, that's another divisive subject, man, because, you know, we're all patriots as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Ron Bizzle, thanks. He said, get them thumbs up. Yeah, y'all know it helps me, man, you know. And let me remind y'all that, you know, with my vlogs and my channel, man, listen, it's not about agreeing or disagreeing. I'm just telling you my boots on the ground experiences, man. I'm sharing with y'all my story. If you can relate, that's fine. If you can't, that's fine. From my perspective. So it's not like there's nothing really to argue about, you know. Now, yesterday, you know, that could have been a something I put out there, but it's just my perspective where I'm saying that you don't need an agency for this K-1 visa. I'm saying that from my experience, there's Facebook groups, a lot of Facebook groups, man, that have that same information, man. They'll walk you step by step by step through the process. You don't need to spend that extra money. You know, if some guy says, oh, you can't say that. Yeah, I can say that because I didn't use it. You know, I didn't use the service. I didn't need it. You know, a 5th grader can fill out that visa process, man, you know. But if you can't, then hey, it's fine. Hey, Gil Bellamy, thank you. Eminem Journey, good morning. Crazy. Mr. Chip said, men step up when the time comes. Yeah. Yeah, Calvin, yeah, after shock, step up. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't agree with you more. I feel sorry for him, but see, I see it, man. Gail is a brilliant young lady. Now, she came over yesterday. She gave me the letter and she said, hey, can I borrow some of that wood over at your job site? Because Gail's she's renting a plot of land up in the mountains, man. She's got a little farm up there now. Man, Gail's on the ball. And I said, I'm going to have to talk to the engineer because I really don't know if I have any extra to give you. Because they're going to use whatever leftover materials to build the guest house. But this is the type of daughter he has, man. Gail's not waiting on him. Gail sells food. She's got this little farm she's starting now. She's raising her family. She's got a college degree. He's got a brilliant woman. His life is worse off not being able to get in contact with his daughter. I feel sorry for him. Sam Champion says, Calvin, I still believe that Mr. Mitchell is going to come forward and acknowledge Gail as his daughter. All hell might have broken out in his house. Same as my father, all hell broke loose because of me. Yeah, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I always have, Sam. But hell, Gail's 30 years old, man. See, that's the type of henpeck bullshit that I don't deal with over there in America, man. I wish my wife would get mad at me from something that happened before I even knew her. Forget that, And then, giving him the benefit of the doubt, he gave the mother money to have a procedure done. She didn't have it done. So, but hell, I wish a woman would come to me with something, trying to get mad at me about something that happened 30 years ago and whether or not I really knew it was my child or not. See, that's the kind of stuff I don't deal with today. And I'm not even one of them men going their own way, red pill type guys. But see, I've never dealt with being henpecked. That's being henpecked, Sam. That's just my opinion. Hey, LaRock's Cooking Adventures, thanks for joining us, man. Say happy birthday, Boobee. Thank you, brother. Yeah, but, all hell break loose for something that happened 30 years ago. Really? I wouldn't want to. Yeah, Ron Bizzle, insecurities. Yeah, I don't deal with that. That's why I'm over here, see. I've got, even though, when you deal with Filipinos, you're going to go through that wash, rinse, spin cycle. A lot of us do. Then you hung out to dry and then you fold. It's just like going to the laundry, man. Instead of them taking you to the bank, they take you to the laundry. And it's crazy. Yeah, Mr. Chip, he said, preach, Calvin. That's the truth. It happened. His wife should support him. Yeah, I mean, those days is over, man. Now, if it's something that, that happened last year, you fooling around on the side with your wife and you got a baby out of wedlock or even dealing with your woman and then yeah, she has a right to have a problem. But shit, 30 years ago, man, come on. It's crazy. I don't know why I had this wrote down. I guess my man will catch up with this. But 20% of newlyweds met online. And I put just because everyone does it doesn't make it right. But yeah, a lot of people meet online. Thank you, Mel A. Says happy birthday, Boobee. Boobee's in there. They made her a special outfit today. And anybody just joined me, the tradition over here for a first birthday is they kill the chicken, the live chicken. The grandmother bought the chicken from the market 2 days ago. It was sitting over here on the side. She killed it this morning. Took some of the blood, put a cross on Boobee's head. And see, this is where Filipinos Catholicism comes in and meets with their traditions and everything. See, but yeah, so we're not gonna fry it. She's gonna make a soup, and she's not gonna cut the chicken up. It's gonna be a whole chicken. It's probably gonna be good. The last time I had some native chicken soup, it's been a while. It was good. The meat is kind of tough though. Yeah, Smoky Mountain Model sounds like Santa Ria, Calvin. Yeah. Mel L says, I love Filipino boiled chicken with floating stuff and etc. Yeah, it's good, but the meat's kind of tough. I think you got to boil that native chicken, especially if you're going to, I don't know if you fry native chicken or not. I've never had it fried. I've always had it, like rotisserie style, boiled in the chicken, the soup. Hey, Lynn, San Diego 102, thanks for joining us. But yeah, that's the tradition. That's what's going to happen. Of course, I don't eat a lot of pork, but of course, they got the lechon belly, which is, I'm going to tell you, whoever they get it from, it's good. I don't eat a lot of it. It's not good for me. They'll have the macaroni salad, the sweet macaroni salad. And by the way, it's one of my specialties. They'll have the pancit. They'll have the spaghetti. That means for long life, the spaghetti over here, the sweet spaghetti. By the way, a lot of stuff is sweet over here. They'll have the Cokes. We'll have the San Miguel. Now, we'll have the Red Horse today and probably Empatador. They'll break out the karaoke today. Oh, okay, Lynn San Diego. She says fried native chicken is much better than Western chicken. So I've never had it fried, but I know it's tough. Mr. Chip said soak it in vinegar overnight. See, they don't have a chance to do that. But it's good. The soup is very delicious. Carl Vaughn said, I thought chicken was a sacred animal. Well, I tell you, if you see this little video, man, I cringed when I saw it. Hey, Gleason Baker, thanks for joining us, brother. He says, hello, Calvin. I'm going to Kentucky when you get there, man. Come on. You can fly over here with me. But if you're going to have your first international flight, what better way than to come over here, Gleason. It's a long flight, guys. But yeah, they're going to have a whole lot of stuff. Of course, the birthday cake. I like the chocolate. I'm going to buy a little small chocolate cake for me. It's like 300 pesos, 350 pesos from Red Ribbon. When you get over here, man, whenever they open up, make sure you go to Red Ribbon, man, and get some of that. Those brownies, man, are delicious. Smoky Mountain Marla says, wish I could be in Vegas with you guys, but I'm visiting my sister in Sedona in November. I can't make 2 trips this year. Thanks, Rams and Dodgers fans. Happy birthday to your little girl. Hope she's feeling better now. Yeah, she doesn't have a fever now. Lynn San Diego 102 said Red Ribbon is yummy. Yeah, they have a few in San Diego. I love their chocolate cake, the triple chocolate cake. There's none better. It's not too sweet. It's delicious. Sam Champion said, yard chicken, no matter where you are, Calvin, has a very different taste and consistency to chewing it. See, I haven't had it in America in so long, man, but over here I did. And yeah, it's tough, man. I usually just drink the soup, pour it over my rice, and hell, I throw the chicken to the damn dogs and cats. I give them a feast. I can't get it down. Johnny Persard, I don't know what he's saying. He says, contact Mr. Boots on the ground that don't sugarcoat the situation. Maybe I missed something. I'm sorry, guys. He said, can you send pics of fried Fields native chicken? See, they're not gonna fry it. But if I ever run into it, I can. I'll do that. But I'm gonna show you the soup and the fish, not the soup and the native chicken in there. Yeah, Gregory Calhoun, he said, hey, Calvin, it's good to know Boobee's doing better. I know you've been stressed out, man. I am. Whenever babies, because they can't talk. She can't tell me what's going on, man. And, hey, D's Hangout Haven. Dez's Hangout Haven. I'm sorry. I always say that. She said, hi, Calvin. Happy birthday to your baby. Thank you. Y'all go out and check. Let's give Dez's Hangout Haven some support because she deserves it, guys. All of these Filipino YouTube channels need our support, especially the ones like Dez's who tries to give us their version of the nitty-gritty. What's up, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience? Check him out, too. He's getting a little nittier and a little grittier. I told him he needs to add a little nitty-gritty to its flavor. But he has a good family channel, guys, to be honest. But see, he's got good equipment. He's got a drone. He's got all that stuff that I don't have. But see, I've got the special ingredients. See, I've got the nitty-gritty. He won't add that to his... Hey, good morning. Good time. Hey, wait. That's the garbage man. All right? Do we have garbage? Okay. Hey, wait.
Garbage?
Hey, wait.
Garbage? Wait. Without us, official, please understand.
How many is it? 4?
Okay.
Get the driver one.
Thank you.
Welcome. Take care. I'll pay. Yeah, I gave those guys some cold water, man. They call it too big over here, man. It's hot over here. And they do an excellent job. I gave them a 25-kilo sack of rice to split among themselves, too, because those guys are good. That's why San Carlos is so clean, man. I mean, they've got a regular garbage pickup. Now, when I was in Zamboanga, there was a pickup point that you had to carry your garbage to the pickup point, and they picked it up. But here, they pick it up like in America, right in front of your house. And see, with me, if they don't see the garbage out there, they'll blow their horn and holler to make sure, that I don't miss the pickup. I like that, man. It's just like back in the old days when I was growing up in my neighborhood, the garbage men used to do the same thing. I love LaChan said, but Filipinos like sweet spaghetti sauce. I've gotten used to it. It's good, especially if you sprinkle that that cheese over top of it. And then I've got some hot sauce in there. Sam Champion sent me some Frank's hot sauce. It's just about gone, Sam, because they really love that Frank's hot sauce over here. They never had it before. It's got more flavor. Here, the hot sauce is just hot. There's really no flavor to it, but like that Frank's. Hey, Stace Johnson, he said there's 2 types of chicken in the Philippines, native and broiler. The broiler is just like the chicken in the store. Yeah, see, like I said, it's hard for me. I can't chew it, man. So what I do, I drink the broth, which is delicious, and I throw the chicken out to the dogs and the cats. I give them a treat. Good to see you, Stace Johnson, man. I'm glad you could join us, brother. Joseph Relaford said John Wells shot or what? John gets his second vaccination shot today. Yeah, we're not. And if you read the paper today, they told the anti-vaxxers over here to shut up. See, the government over here, they do stuff like that. This isn't the West, guys. If you're an anti-vaxxer over here and you talking that stuff, they'll tell you to shut up. They won't do that at home. But over here, they will. Be careful. You know, because that's the nitty-gritty over here. People are dying, man. And, you know, the vaccines that they have, they don't want them to go to waste. They want people to come and get their shots, and they don't have time for that foolishness over here. And I got to tip my hat to them. Lynn San Diego 102 says, I agree with you when you say San Carlos City is clean, because my mother's hometown is not as clean as where you live. I tell you, be honest with you, man, this reminds me of any Midwestern state in America. San Carlos City could be. I mean, it's really clean. But if you go to DeVal, it's just as clean. It's a few other places like this. Ilo City. Frankie Stein said, you have me in the habit now of helping others. I helped a young couple here in the States. His wife was pregnant and they needed some money for food. It felt good to help others. Thank you, Frankie Stein, man. And it does feel good to help others. And believe it or not, even though your motive isn't to be rewarded, you're going to be rewarded, man, somewhere down the line. And it usually comes from an unexpected source, Frankie Stein. You know, I met a guy. He said, yeah, you said that stuff. Because I've been saying this for years. He said, I helped a couple years ago and nothing's ever happened. I said, the fact that you're still alive might be the blessing that you had coming. You know, maybe you were supposed to get robbed at that Walmart and you didn't get robbed, you know, but trust me, it's the law. It's irrefutable and it's going to work whether you believe it or not. I say I'm champion. Said, Calvin, if you've ever had wild turkey, well, not that sort of wild turkey, Sam, but I've had that other wild turkey. He said it's very tough, chewy, and mostly only the breast is the edible parts. Legs and wings are smaller and tough. Hunters consider it a prize to get one or more when hunting. Yeah, and see, that's what it is, Sam. See, you hit it on the nose. Every time I get this native chicken, I always get the legs. I don't know why, but they give me the legs, and it's tough, man. It's really tough. Hey, thank you, Mr. Mysterious, for that super chat. He says, happy birthday to Boobee. Hey, I appreciate it, man. And Boobee's just going to be Boobee today. She's not going to really know what's going on. These birthday parties over here are really for the adults, man. Birthday parties, it's like Christmas, really, man. Nobody does birthday parties like the Philippines. I haven't had a birthday party. I hadn't had a birthday party. Let me say it like that. In years until I start coming here. Every birthday that I've spent over here, it's been a big deal. They make a big deal out of it. They will celebrate your birthday even if you're not here. Yeah. I promise you they will. Wonders of Life said, yes, she will when she sees the cake and ice cream. Oh, she's going to eat the ice cream today. Harold Kemp said, big storm rolled through here in Michigan. No power for probably a day or two. Wow, or 3. Happens all the time. I'm ready to try another country. Brownouts be damned. We had a short brownout yesterday, maybe 15 minutes. They usually tell us here. But sometimes they don't. Iskandari TV says completely true. They celebrated my 50th birthday. I'm not there. Yeah, they do it. They do it. Once they know your birthday, her family, if she's still over here, she's going to celebrate it. And if her family's over here, they're going to celebrate it. Ron Bizzle said, Calvin in West Africa, always the legs in most restaurants. I don't know what they do with the rest. That's funny, man. But they always give me the leg over here, and it's always it's always hard. Hey, Mike E, party on. He said, I made cheesecakes today. Man, we had, I took my girlfriend to lunch over at Mahawani, my favorite restaurant here. And we had the ribs. And for dessert, they've got this blueberry cheesecake over there, man. I'm going to tell you, man, it make you bite your fingers. It's delicious. But you just get a small, tiny piece for 120 pesos. That's a lot. That's like 2 kilos of rice over here. They won't do it. Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience says, I don't get the big deal about native chicken. When I got here, it was like spending 5 minutes picking through crabs for a little bit of meat. I'm all about native chicken 4 years later, though. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I can't eat it. I like the broth, but I like chicken for the meat, especially the wings. Freddie Sanders said, probably a good idea to buy a generator, just in case I've been told. But here's the thing, Freddie, about that. You got to watch them generators, man. If you don't, it could be trouble. That they don't run out of gas, because that's carbon monoxide, man, to kill you. And that's what my engineer was telling me. He said, Calvin, if you want one in there, we'll put you one in there. But he says it's probably better to try the solar than the generator. And he scared me, man. He scared me straight. Thanks, Jeffrey Tedder, for the super chat. He says, happy birthday, Boobee, and many more. Hope she's feeling better. She's back to herself. She don't know what's going on. She's in there watching Coco Melon. And I hope they can't hear that in my video. I'm going to get a copyright infringement. Iskandari says it's better to get solar panels. Yeah, I'm going to try that. That generator scares me, man. Hey, Niles Brown, he says, sending blessings from Florida. Your channel has become my favorite informative channel. Keep up the boots on the ground. Thank you, man. That's really a great compliment. I appreciate it, man. I'm just sharing my life. Do I sound muffled or the TV sounds muffled, Smokey? Hey, Simply Actors, what's going on down there in Florida? Yeah, Jay, of course, yeah, you build a housing for the generator outside, no vapors or fumes. Okay, thank you, Smoky Mountain, yeah. But YouTube, they get real funny about that. Hey, Simply, she says, how is life? It's good. Y'all go out and check Simply Actors now. If she gives the nitty gritty on her channel like she does here, her channel would go like this. A Smooth Will says, so Calvin, how long will it be before you come back when you leave? I only plan on being gone 2 weeks. I mean, that's my plan. No more than 2 weeks, no more than a month. I can't take it, man. And it's just my lifestyle. It has nothing to do with America. I love America. That's my country, man. But I tell you what, my lifestyle there, man, if I stay there any longer than a month, you know how expensive it is there. I'm not jumping on that hamster wheel. Frank Ellis said maybe she just caught a bug. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, she had an amoeba. And when the blood test came back, and we don't know if it was from the water or something. Okay, Harold Kemp, he said, my generator is permanent, sits outside and runs on natural gas. I love it. No danger of carbon monoxide. I basically have full power while my neighbors sit in the dark. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've got some good stuff over in America. See, over here, that's what I'm saying. It's the quality. And when you pay, you're going to pay for quality over here, Earl. Okay, Simply Good. She said, all is good. The melanated wanderlust says, what is your backup plan? The virus levels in the USA are extremely high. See, I don't have a backup plan. I'm gonna play my ace in the hole and hope it walks. You know, cause see, if I start, and I'm not trying to avoid that question because it's a great question, but I'm gonna have to cross that bridge when I get to it because see me, I learned that I'm at my best when my back's against the wall. Either I'm gonna win, I'm gonna perish. If I have a backup plan, it makes me hesitant and halting, and I don't want to be like that. Okay, Nidoro Emblem, he said, I really respect you already, brother. Glad I found your channel. Thank you, man, and welcome, man, all the new viewers and subscribers. But yeah, the one melanated wanderlust, that's a great question. But I just work better when my back's against the wall, man. If I start with plan B, then I'm gonna have a plan F. Yeah. Skandari says, I got my third booster vaccination shot yesterday. Okay, so where are you, Abu Dhabi? Now, whose idea was that? Did you get yours from their government or the U.S. government? Because I know you're a private contractor over there. Chad Chevrel says, but how are you going to get back in when you're not letting foreigners back in now, only Filipino nationals, Calvin? I'm waiting to go back myself. I'm from California. Well, they got something called a ballot buy-in visa. That's where I'm over here on now. If you're married to a Filipina, if you got a son, a daughter, your mother, your father, or something like that, you can get back in, but you've got to have proof. It's easy when you're married because you just show the marriage certificate in immigration. They stamp your passport, and you're there for 1 year, visa, no fees. Mikey said, woo, 2 weeks. I hope all goes great with that plan. We will miss you, but follow every adventure and be sending positive vibes. Amping always. Salamat po for all you do, Calvin, giving the nitty gritty. Thanks, Mikey. I appreciate it. Okay, their government is Kandari. All right, Ben Farm Case is Ben from Miami. I heard that there's no winter in Miami. Is that true? But yeah, Chad, and then if that doesn't work, I'll apply for that 9A because I've got children over here. But if not, man, I'll go chill out in Mexico. I'm not afraid of Mexico. I'm not afraid of Brazil, anywhere that's open. But I doubt that, I'll probably go to Central America, somewhere like that, because I'll be fully vaccinated. And anywhere where the cost of living is low, I'm going to go. Hey, MDAs, get away. Greetings from Southern Cal, long-time viewer. Love your perspective and videos, Calvin. Keep them up. Thank you so much, man. MDAs, get away. What's that mean? Robin Orga says, Robin from New Mexico. Calvin says, Rick Child, okay, you were going to take her to the doctor's office. We weren't able to get to the doctor with Boobee being sick and everything going on, but we're going to take them to the doctor and make sure that they're okay. I'm just on the mother mainly about making sure she gives those kids a bath every day because I think that has a lot to do with it, Robin, Orga, because they don't take baths every day. So if they're not taking baths, I doubt if the children are. Green Dream said, can you bring your wife and kids to the U.S. for a few weeks too? Well, my wife is already there. My son's here. Both of my sons are U.S. citizens. I could. See, because I've really got another option. My sons are both U.S. citizens. Now, my son in Zamboanga, his passport is expired. Okay, but my son in Cebu is not. If I could get the mother's cooperation and the family's cooperation, we could leave together. Then we could come back with his Philippine passport and with the birth certificate, and I could get in. See, that's another ace in the hole that I have. Carl Kim said, Calvin, when you get back to the Philippines, will you say, people of the Philippines, I have returned. It worked for MacArthur. I'm going to wait till I get in here first because, just in case. But, to be honest with you, man, I've got there's a very powerful individual who's a fan of my channel here. And he reached out to me and he said if there's anything he could do to help with my situation, he would, including, hiring me in his company, man. See, I've got some, and I would never disclose his name or anything like that, but I was blown away. I got that today. I got that message today because I put it out in the universe. I need help. I really don't want to leave. And I'll be damned today if I don't get that message. I mean, he's about as powerful. He's probably the most powerful, certainly the richest, and probably one of the most powerful in Negros Occidental. And he reached out and said, hey, I'm a fan of your channel. If you need, help, I can help you. Hey, Love Beat Music. She said, Calvin, do you know if your wife in the States is vaccinated? No, she's not. I already told her, I suggested to her. I said, look, what are you waiting on? But you got to realize, man, remember I told y'all, if you go back on my video and watch, don't bring your wife to the United States. And I tell you about that support group over there. They're all, telling each other don't get vaccinated over there. That's all a part of it. That support group, by the way, is real. All right, they're over here, and when she got a support group here, then when she gets to your country, there's a support group. So if something ever happens, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be hard to get through to her because she's got all them people in her ear. Hollywood Baby, what's going on, man? He said, wishing baby Boobee a happy first birthday. Thank you, man. That's my favorite farmer in Atlanta, man. If I get through there in Atlanta, man, I'm gonna holler at you. Gregory Calhoun said, hey, Calvin, I'm 56 and I'll be 57 October the 10th. Do you think I'm too old to be a father again? I have 2 grown kids. But that's not something that my call. I can share with my experience, though, man. My nerves are not as good as they used to be. But I wouldn't change a thing. I love Boobee, man. And I've got a video, as a matter of fact, talking about grandfathers, not grandfather, but grandfathers. And I'll send you the link if you want to, Gregory Calhoun. It's about a lot of men come over here over 50 and have children. Mr. Ship said, Calvin, did they say why no vaccine? Well, you're never going to get a straight answer. I'm sorry. And I think you probably know that, Chip. You're never going to get a straight answer from Filipinos on a situation like that. She just says she hasn't taken it. Frank L said, Cal, you see anything back to PI? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's a no-brainer, Frank Ellis. But I tell you what, some of my viewers and subscribers been sending me stuff, man. Frank Sam Champion sent me so much stuff that stuff will be here when I get back. I promise you. We certainly can't eat all of that. Michael Dorsonville says, hey, Calvin, South Florida and the Philippines have the same tropical weather. No winter. They have typhoon. We have hurricanes. Wow. And see, that's good. I always wanted to live in Florida. If I was ever to live in America again, it would be either Florida or California. Because I love hot weather. Hey, Carmen Greenwood. That's our friend. She's in Mexico. She's not afraid of Mexico. I would go to where she is until the Philippines open back up. Okay, Gregory Calhoun. I'm going to write my email in here. And write me an email, and I send it to you in your email. It's a good. It's just talking about men, a lot of men come over and have children over here. See, Gregory Calhoun, they told me, well, they didn't tell me. My motor, my engine quit working over there in America. I was 45 when I started coming to the Philippines, and I thought, well, I'm getting older, maybe that's part of it. And my wife certainly wasn't at the time, wasn't turning me on. But hell, I came over here and got that tune up, man. And I've been, running on all 12 cylinders ever since. And because I never had any plans on having children. But Filipinos are very fertile because they don't take a lot of birth control, and then a lot of the women over here, man, they don't drink and smoke cigarettes, and they don't pollute themselves. And that's one thing I like about them. And man, you touch them, man, you blow on them, man, they get pregnant. So be careful when you come over, guys. Oh yeah, Frank. He says, I know you're gonna be hitting Walmart and Target hard. Yeah, and Kroger. I miss Kroger. Well, at 10 for 10, man, I miss that. Because over here, when you go in the store, it's very seldom do you see any sales over here. I miss sales. Simply Acker said, my husband brought me here in the USA in 2016. Well, he gave me a choice for us to stay or go. I choose to come here, but I wish I can take it back, Cal. There's no life here. Work. Yeah. Save your money, Simply. But see, you're smart, Simply. I know what you're going to do. And that's one thing that I've done. See, the reason one of the reasons why I start building a house over here, I look at what Filipinos do who live over in America and OFWs and stuff. The one thing that they do, they buy land here and they start building a house. See? So I start doing I'm watching them. I'm saying, okay, what would a Filipino do? If they had the money to do it and buy land and build a house. And it's a lot of things like that I watch them do, and I mimic it. Because when you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. Love Beat Music said, bro, she would not get out of the country. Well, she planned on coming back here anyway. We got a son here. But I know that people are in her ear, and she feels in her mind that she's a scorned woman. But I promise you, man, there's no reason why she should be scorned. She left. Okay. Pumpkin Joe's Philippines Princess. Laugh out loud. I don't know about blowing on Filipinos, Calvin. It took us 1.5 years to have our baby. If we're trying, we would have made this kid in one shot. Well, I actually did, Pumpkin Joe, I actually did with my son's mother, man. I mean, she was so fertile. And, remember, you just can't, if you're trying to have a baby, there's certain times of the month where a woman is most fertile. Talk to the doctor. You can't just, boom and think she's going to get pregnant. No. But I'm pretty sure y'all researched all that because you're that type, Pumpkin Joe. But yeah, I'm going to tell you, I kind of knew because it was right. Me and her had just got it on. She just gave me the tune up. And then the very next day, she came on a period, and I was like, oh, man. I kind of knew then. Frankie Stein says, how can you go back so fast, Calvin? My one friend is going back, but he's been stuck here 1.5 years. He's married to a Filipino. They said foreigners are locked out. Well, she's over here probably. If his wife was with him, they could come back together. You have to come back together on that balik bayan visa. And a balik bayan visa is for returning Filipinos. it's a privilege that they have. Filipinos that have been gone from the country. It's a privilege for them to come back, and their spouses, their children are included in that. See, hey, thanks, Diamond 126 for that super chat. He said, "Thanks for your insight. I'll be back when they open." It's not like, okay, his wife's over here and he's over there. Yeah, he's going to have a problem getting back. Now, if they got married over here, he can file for 13A in one of the embassies. See, he could have been approved by now. I don't know why he's waiting. Is it his wife? See, or is it just his girlfriend? You know, because they'll call. We call each other, you know, that's my wife, that's my husband. And a lot of times, you know, you have to make sure, is it his real wife? Because if it's his real wife, it's some things he can do. Green Dream says, real estate costs in Florida is bloated, Calvin. Better somewhere else. Well, thank you for that information. See, I didn't know. Travel Mike said, I can pee on the sidewalk and make flowers grow. I had to get a vasectomy. Yeah, well, yeah, especially over here. JLM says, the book Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice is working. Time is speeding up to my goals. Yeah, I promise you, man, that book changed my life, JLM. It's the reason I'm sitting here. I went to the library to get Think and Grow Rich, the original, and, you know, they were sold out. The lady called me, said, Mr. Roach, Think and Grow Rich, you know, it was all sold out. You know, it was all checked out. I get back, she's handing me Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. And I was just getting ready to say, no, that's not the one I want. But she was handing it to me from the back cover. And I was reading what the book was about. So I took it. And it changed my whole life. See, Napoleon Hill, who wrote the original Think and Grow Rich, was writing a version, Think and Grow Rich, for Black people, specifically Black people, when he died in 1970. But he had only finished 100 pages. So there was a Black doctor. Well, he wasn't a doctor at the time. Dennis Kimbrough, he was going around the United States interviewing the richest, most successful Black people in America and getting their secrets to success. And the Napoleon Hill Foundation heard about it, and they asked him, they commissioned him to finish the book. It's a great book, man. One of the best. Now, remember, JLM, it's not really a book. This is sort of like a manual that you can go back and forth to. The best I've ever read. I mean, it's the reason I'm sitting here now. It's the reason I went from filing taxes on $8,493 in 2004 to $87,000 in 2005. Now, remember, I had a little private home-owned business in 2003. That's why, you know, the 8,000. But yeah, it's responsible for me sitting here today. Carl Vaughn says all you need now is a 9A visa with a special notation. I would visit Manila on your way out and get one. Yeah, I looked that up. You know, they said that you have to apply outside of the country because I heard of a lot of people doing that. Freddie Sanders said, yeah, real estate costs here are crazy at the moment. I know you're trying to sell a house, aren't you, Freddie? What's the market, though? Michael Mirday, I hope I'm saying your name right, Michael, says, my American wife left me with a $20,000 unpaid bills when I retired. I survived it. Now she wants back in. Oh, my God. Mental illness. I said, sorry, I'm out. I don't blame you. Something similar happened to me. When I got divorced from my American wife, See, she owned the daycare and I owned a small insurance company. Well, the year, we owed like 17,000 in state income taxes. So what I did was I agreed to take that on because I knew I could pay it. And, because she wasn't getting her taxes, the state was taking her federal tax. So I signed a form. I forgot what you call it, but it absolved her from any liability. It was like 17,000. I paid it off though. Took me a little while, but I did. So yeah, I hear you, Michael. But she knows there's no coming back here. She wanted to be just like me. Everything I wanted, she wanted. And I told her, I said, hey, if I wanted a man, I would have married a man. And guess what she ended up doing? She seen me online. So she went online and she married a guy from Africa. They're married today. Gregory Calhoun said, hey, Calvin, are you going to have a meet and greet in Chicago or Kentucky? Both probably. Definitely in Chicago, man, because I love Chicago food. I'd like to sit down at one of those Chinese places. I love their Chinese restaurants there. Or what's that pancake place? Gregory Calhoun. Is it the Pancake House? Oh, man. I stood in line, me and my wife, my son. We were there in 2017. Hell, we stood in line for an hour. We didn't care. Somebody put us up on that place. And, oh, man, it was worth every bite. Hey, thank you, Ennis Montgomery, for that super chat. He said, hey, big brother, this is for Boobee. Keep making us proud, brother, and I look forward to meeting you in Chicago. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm going to have a meet and greet once I arrive. My little buddy, Sal. And then I've got, man, so many offers. Harold Kemp, offered. He said they've got a house there. What the shout out? I was going to give a shout out to this guy. He's a dog trainer. Let me find this because he was the first one that actually offered. They've got an apartment that Mark Goldberg in Chicago. Shout out to you, brother. He sent me a heartfelt email and either email or Facebook message. And he said, hey, if you're going to be in Chicago, we've got a place in a nice neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. You can stay, man. I'm going to tell you, that's the type of subscribers I got. The best on YouTube, man. So I have to have a meet and greet in Chicago, if nowhere else. And I mean, it really since chills, man. My hair is standing up when I read that Mark Goldberg message he sent me. Him and his partner. They said, yeah, we got a place you can stay, Calvin, as long as you want, from the jet lag and everything like that. Harold Kemp said they got a place. He said, I'll even go one further and drive you to Louisville, Kentucky. And Sal said the same thing too. I mean, these guys are, I mean, that's love, man. That's all I can say. Ron Bizzle said Filipinos are some of the nicest people on the planet. Absolutely. That's why I'm still here. That's why I'm going to cry when I get to the airport. And it wouldn't be bad if I could just get to the airport, get on the plane and fly. But, you got to be there 4 hours, man. And that's going to be, and I hope my flight's at night, not in the daytime. You look out and see the Philippines, still the hustle bustle over here, man. I hate that. I mean, it's just a bad feeling, man. I mean, it's like somebody's tearing your heart out every time I've ever left this place, man. John Wells said, man, I know the feeling. My first wife left me with 30,000 credit card debt, man. Yeah. He said, it took years to pay it off. And that's what's going to happen here with me. She knows nothing about credit cards. I told her to stop using them, but she won't stop. And it even got so bad, I was sending the money for the bill and she was spending it, man. Yeah, I was shocked, man. I was just, I was telling a guy who messaged me on my messenger, hey, Mount Buntak. I said, you never really know somebody. It don't matter if it's American or Filipino until the relationship goes bad. Then you start seeing a side of them you never seen before. Hey guys, get the thumbs up, please. It helps me. Hey, Rod's rolling. He said, happy birthday, Boobee. He said, your gift are your parents. And that's a fact, man. I had the greatest parents. And I promise you, my mother and father separated when I was 6. My mother never, ever had anything bad to say about my father. You know what she would tell me? You're going to learn on your own. And she was right. But I love my father today. He died. He was my idol, man. Hey, thank you, Perry, for that super sticker, man. I appreciate it. Because, you know, my girlfriend, when they go all out for birthdays over here, man, if you've never been over here, it's like Christmas. My daughter's 1 year old, man. They done already killed a native chicken and boiling it in there for soup. They got the lechon on the way, the big cake, ice cream. Grown-ups are really going to commandeer this birthday. You know, I'm going to buy them Petador and the Red Horse for the adult people, the spaghetti, the sweet macaroni salad, the pancit, all kind of stuff that they're going to make. But Boobee's not going to know. Frank Ellis called that generational wealth. Is that what that is when they leave you with that money? And while Kente says cut the cards, you know, see, here's the thing. And the ones that I'm responsible for, I've got over here. They're done. Okay, but there's some that we're on together over there that she applied for, see, and I can't get rid of them. But my name's on them. Michael Dawsonville said, hey, Calvin, if you come to South Florida, my house is wide open, bro. I'll take you to South Beach, show you the real nitty gritty. I'm coming to Florida. So, you know, like I said, hopefully, you know, if I'm there that month, because my plan is, and I only have one plan, is to get there, you know, Chicago, you know, Louisville, see my kids, my grandkids, and, you know, and play that ace of spades. Hope it walks. And be back over here, man, to be honest with you. Hey, Green Dream said, Calvin, I joined late. What's the long-term plan vision? U.S. for minimal time, then back to the boots on the ground. Yeah, see, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just talking about that, Green Dreams. Absolutely. That's what it is. I mean, I want to be over there as little as possible, of course, to see my kids, because it's not going to take but a week for them to get tired of me. Let's face it, guys. Y'all know how it is over there. Okay. Mel A said, did you guys in the fields have a cake, a real cake? Yeah, it's a real cake. A stacked cupcake cake, an ice cream cake. Well, she's got one of them. See, the cake's over that's popular now. You know, the theme cake with that hard icing. See, I don't like that. So I'm going to just buy a small one for me from Red Ribbon, the soft with the creamy icing. See, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, Brian Nichols, he said, time for the sweet macaroni salad. It's my favorite. And my girlfriend makes the best. It's creamy, you know, but a lot, you know, my wife made good macaroni salad, but I don't eat anybody's. There's only 2. If I go over somebody's house and they have it, I won't eat it. I've got to see who's cooking the food. The melanated Wanderlust said, thank you for taking us along on your house building tour. We appreciate it. It's amazing you can build such a house for only $20,000. Yeah. But see, that's the magnificence of the Philippines. You think I'm playing, and here's what I wrote. I said, after being here on and off for 12 years, Mr. Petty, I've come to realize it's about the country and the low cost of living for me. You know, that attracts me to this country and it keeps me here. You know, Yeah, I came over here initially for the women, but that's not what keeps me here, man. It's this country, the people, the low cost of living, melanated wanderlust, that I can build a house for 20,000 and be done with it. There's no 30-year mortgage. There's no clock to punch. There's no hamster wheel. There's no rat race. See, the rice race is a whole lot slower. See, Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Experience says a few years before I left the States, I refused to use credit cards. And if I couldn't pay cash for it, I would do without. And that's where I am. I've got one credit card that I use. It's just Capital One, MasterCard. And that's what I buy my groceries with. And if I go to the mall or something. And it only has a $500 credit limit. I just use that just to keep my credit honest and keep my credit score honest. My credit score, I'm with Credit Karma. It went up 72 points since I've been here. It's went up 72 points because that's the only card I'm using. I'll spend something and I immediately pay it off because I got it connected with my debit card in my checking account at home. But yeah, my credit scores went up 72 points since I've been here. Green Dream said, Calvin, I had a beard, so I will ask, is Apple H kind of obnoxious? I really don't know, to be honest with you. The first I ever heard of her, I call her Earn Hernandez now. Was she was doing some type of reaction video. It's a long time ago. I thought she was just a regular Filipino vlog. I didn't get offense to it. Of one of my Jordan Rules video. I thought it was kind of funny because she was actually agreeing with me. She was laughing at the video. She couldn't keep her laughing. And then it got stupid. Now every other video she makes is about me. I think she's obsessed with Sunshine Shoulders. Honestly. Maxima says, Calvin, the 500 credit limit is not even enough to buy a plane ticket for USA. But that's why I got my debit card. See, I keep 2,500. I don't touch Maximus, and it's for that. And any emergency over here. And that's why I would tell anybody, if you're going to be over here for any period of time, have at least, I'm going to say 1,000, the minimum, to 2,000. I've got 2,500 that I don't touch. And that's what that's for. But remember, I've got what's that black credit card I've got? I've got an American Express though for 4,500, but I don't use it. Maximum. I'm just telling you the one that I use. That's the only one I use. Jacob Tanja says one bad apple. Now see, that's a great for that. That's funny. Frank Ellis said, credit cards? Yeah, I have to pay off these bad boys before I leave. I'm only keeping 2. Yeah, I don't really use them. You don't need them over here. And a lot of places where I go, they don't even take them really. The marketplace and a lot of these little places that I patronize, because I patronize a lot of small businesses here, the micro businesses and the macro businesses. And one thing, being a black man in America, and one of the things black people are not for over there is we don't patronize each other's businesses. Now, I'm not getting on the race thing. I just want to let you know. But over here, that's what I like about Filipinos. And a lot of times they don't have any choice, but at least they patronize one another. Like the eggs, I used to get the eggs at the grocery store until I found out that our neighbor 3 doors down sells eggs. So we buy a tray of eggs for her now. We don't buy eggs from the store anymore. And that's what I like. See? And of course she doesn't take a credit card, so I don't use it. Yeah, that's good advice, Maxima. He said an expat should always have a credit card ready that is enough to purchase a bug-out ticket back to their home country. I agree with you 100%. Are they cash? associated with your debit card. Same way. Frankie Stan said, yeah, your house is coming along nice. Only problem for me would be the heat. The heat is bad on my heart, causing it to run too fast. Even though I'm doing fine now, I'm on medicine now, and it keeps okay. Now, Frankie Stan, it gets hot over here, but I'm going to tell you, you get a break early in the morning and then sometime around 5 p.m. until the early morning. I mean, I promise you, if you ever came over here at 5 o'clock, somewhere around 5:30, the weather is as perfect as you'll ever experience anywhere. I'm telling you, it's perfect. Hey, Cliff Peterson, greetings, brother, from Augusta, Georgia. I think that's James Brown's hometown. Oh, yeah, that's what he said, the hometown of James Brown. If he's the hardest working man in show business, I'm the hardest working man on YouTube. You know, they said, man, you can't make a video every day. Well, here it is. I'm what is it now? Almost 13 months, man. I'm going to keep going, man. If you can't make a video every day in the Philippines, with everything that's going on, all this, you know, that the Philippines has to offer, if you can't dedicate 10, 15 minutes a day to doing that, man, you're sleepwalking over here. Man, I could make 2 or 3 videos over here, man. This place is that interesting to me. I soak in everything. I'm coming out with a good one, the dangers of online dating. See, nobody ever talks about the dangers, guys. You know, I know, you know, most of us meet our women online, but there's some dangers behind it, man. I'm going to talk about it. Jacob Dante says, Brother Calvin, he said, show you right. He says, YouTuber #1, man. Thank you, man. You've been here for a long time, brother, and I appreciate it. Yeah, Jason Flint, Stranger Danger is one of them, man, you know, but I wrote something down, I said, and, you know, because, you know, since I was talking about the K-1 visa, because a lot of us, believe it or not, we're going to get married, man. A lot of it for all the wrong reasons. I said, we would never marry anyone in our home countries under the same circumstances. Many of us get married to Filipinos. It just wouldn't happen, guys. You know better. But for some reason, we throw all that out when we come over here, and we'll meet somebody, we'll marry somebody that we've met online, that we've only known a few days, that, you know, that we've only been around, you know, that's 40 years our junior, and all those other crazy reasons that we get married over here. And it's crazy, but to be honest with you, man, you don't have to get married right away. I'm not saying don't marry them, but just take your time, man. Enjoy the Philippines, man, before you start. Because Filipinos are not from outer space, guys. Okay, they want a new life. They want a better life. What did I write? They have dreams and aspirations too. And that's a lot of the reasons why they marry us. Okay, it's not because, you know, they're attracted to us and all of that. Because they want somebody that they can be proud of too. They want somebody that turns them on too. You know, so, see, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to give you the nitty gritty. I'm going to tell you, man, when you see these couples, man, you know, being boots on the ground over here, man, I can tell you that she's there for her dreams and aspirations, man. You know, because you're not turning her on. Eventually, yeah, I mean, because they would literally be unicorns for falling in love with a lot of us. You know, these older men, you know, that's wrinkled and, you know, and just everything like that. And see, we got to be on the lookout for that, guys. If you don't care, then what difference does it make? See, I don't care about that, because it's no longer about the women for me. And that's why I'm going to tell the new man, don't make it about the woman, because that's the last thing you got to worry about. See, now, if it's a woman I'm dealing with over here, she's going to be closer to my age. Like my woman, you know, she's 39. I'm 58. See? even though if something was going on, I would go and I would have a little fun, but I wouldn't marry. I wouldn't marry a 25-year-old. But yeah, man, you know, don't make it about the woman because I'm gonna tell you, she has dreams and aspirations, man, and you know, but she's human. She wants somebody that she can really fall in love with. A Coco Martin type of guy, a Daniel Padilla type of guy. These are heartthrobs over here, by the way, if you don't know who I'm talking about. Chriselle, good. What's up, Chriselle? I haven't seen you in a while on the channel. She said, now this is a Filipina now. She has her own channel. This is the nitty gritty, guys, from a Filipina. She says the K1 visa is expensive. Make sure you're marrying the right Filipina. Yeah, but see, it's going to take you a while. And the only thing that saves us is we don't get unlucky over here. See, you can't really get lucky. You can get unlucky, and you know, so few of us get unlucky. That's the only thing that saved me. I did everything wrong over here. If I would have been flying into the DR or one of those places notorious for ripping men's necks off, I'd have been in trouble. But the only thing saved me is the Filipino people. They're so kind and they're so generous, and you know, that's not their first thought to cut your neck off, because I put my neck out there to be cut off and it didn't happen. And that's what saves a lot of us, guys. You know, they get you in the long run, not the short run. See, so that's why I tell you, if you come over here for 2 weeks, you're gonna win. If you just come over here for 2 weeks and say, I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna be a John, I'm gonna have as much fun as I possibly can, you're gonna win. But in the long run, she's got you, buddy. She's gonna win. And you're gonna be sitting home. Like I said, you're gonna go through that wash, rinse, spin cycle. Then you're gonna get hung out to dry and folded. And you're gonna be done. And the Filipinos gonna do that to you. A Green Dream says, I see bars on the windows, kind of like Detroit. Are the bars security needed if you're not at home? It's basically to keep an honest man honest, Green Dream. That's really what it is. You very seldom are going to see any house over here. Remember I showed y'all my last house construction video I did, that every house has a gate and a wall. Every one. The only ones that don't are the ones that you see in some of these squatter areas. But even in the squatter area, they'll have a wall and a gate. It's just tradition over here. And if they do it, then you probably want to do it too over here. Santa Gus, now this is a great question. He says, is it safe for me to bring my wife in the Philippines? Absolutely. We are both in our 60s and looking for a simpler, less expensive life. Now, I'm going to tell you, yeah, but normally I don't say that because it's safe for me, because I don't know your lifestyle. But more than likely, yes. And you're going to get that simpler, more expensive lifestyle. It's a great plan, something that I wish I would have thought of a long time ago. But it's just so far away. But yeah, it's definitely simpler, definitely less expensive. And in my 12 years of being here on and off, Mr. Petty, this guy, he gave me hell about that when I did the video the other day. Now, he knows he followed me. He knows that people know I haven't been over here for 12 years straight. How could I be over here for 12 years straight, man, if I told people that I took my wife back to the United States? Okay. But yeah, that's a great idea. It's something that a lot of couples in the West are doing. You see more couples, especially if you go to Siquijor Island. You see a lot of foreign couples over there. I mean, more than I've ever seen anywhere else. I mean, these are couples, they're happily married. You see families over there. They live there. It's a simple life. It's less expensive. And Santa Gus, Filipinos are really unicorns. They leave you alone. They don't bother you, man. Now, if you go to Tondo or one of these places in Manila at 12 midnight, you're going to get your head split open. But more than likely, you're going to have the time of your life, man. Colin B said, kind of what happened to me, Calvin. I thought I could just be a John, but things got more serious, and now it's beautiful. I would not have it any other way, waiting to get back. I hope soon. Yeah. And see, that's what, the longer you stick around this place, it's going to bite you, man. You're going to get addicted. I did a video on the Philippine experience. I don't think you can come over here one time and that's it. A guy from Austria told me that my first time coming over here. I mean, I wasn't here 2 or 3 days, and he's saying, man, you're going to get addicted to this place. You're going to come back over and over. And I'm looking at him like, we were in the water swimming in Tamboli Beach Resort. We're in the, I guess that's the Philippine Sea or the Mindanao Sea. I don't know what sea, China Sea. He said, you're going to come back over and over. I'm like, man, you drunk. You know, I just want to come over and see the Philippines because I just come from Cancun, Mexico. Nah, he was right. I haven't been any other place, man. It's like a drug addict, man. You be like, you gonna buy groceries or you gonna buy drugs? You know, he's gonna buy as little groceries as he can because he know every dollar he spends on the groceries is less drugs he got. It's the same with me in the Philippines. If I go to Mexico, that's less money I'm gonna have over here in the Philippines. So I just come on over to the Philippines. I've never went anywhere else, man, since I've been coming here. Nowhere else in those 12 years on and off. I haven't. I'd be like, I'm wasting my time. I'm wasting my money. Hey, Stace Johnson. Thank you, brother. He said, good night, Calvin. I'll email you sometime this week. I appreciate it, man. I'm good to see you because you got some stories. And see, he was giving the nitty gritty in this Facebook group we used to belong to, but nobody listened to him. We were all Google-eyed and we had these rose-colored glasses on. See, that was a long time ago, but man, he was telling the truth a long time ago. He was, and he'll tell you the nitty-gritty if you want to hear it, if you can handle it. A lot of us can't handle the nitty-gritty. We don't want to hear it. One guy said, man, you're spoiling it. I said, I'm not spoiling it for anybody, man. I said, because it gets a lot nittier and a lot grittier. If I really gave you the real story, the rest of the story, like Paul, what's his name, used to say, and now the rest of the story. If I give you the rest of the story, yeah, maybe. But, you know, the nitty gritty, what it does is I walk a thin line every day because it scares the new man who's never been over here, the new man and woman. But too much nitty gritty scares the new man and woman. But not enough, and then I'm offend the expat over here. He's like, oh, he's not telling you the whole story. It's worse than that over here. See? So I walk a thin line. Hey, Seth Travel Vlog, good to see you. You were looking sharp on your Facebook picture, by the way. Look like you lost a lot of weight. You're looking good. Your husband, I know he's happy. But you had designer clothes and everything on. You haven't lost your way, have you, Seth? Travel Vlogs. Chriselle Sebastian said, glad Boobee's home. I just watched Calvin's latest house update. Start gardening, bro. You got a very great place. Yeah, thank you. And she's going to do all that. If I could show you now, she's got plants all up and down here. Oh, yeah, the melanated wanderlust says it's safe for females to travel to the Philippines alone. Yeah, they get a better treatment than we get. Yeah, King Arthur, Paul Harvey, the melanated wanderlust. And when you go to these places, Panglao, Bahal, Boracay, Siquijor, you're going to see a lot of females together. A Green Dream said, information is king. Thanks for sharing, Calvin. You're welcome, man. I just share my experiences here. Yeah, says Travel Vlog. She said, thanks, Calvin. Yeah, you were looking sharp. I like that outfit. It's classy. It wasn't over the top. It wasn't cringy, and your husband should be proud. Hey, Reginald Dollard, he said, "What's up, Calvin from Delaware?" I was watching a prison documentary in Delaware, man. I didn't know y'all got tough up there in Delaware. A Kona Ranger said, "Watch for squatters; they may move in." Now, see, that's one of the ways I would go to jail over here, Kona Ranger. And I'm not, we've got a watchman over there. See, that's his job. But yeah, usually they won't move in a house. Usually what they'll do, they'll move on your land. And you talking about, there's been people killed for trying to get squatters off their own land. And once they're there for a long time, you can forget getting off of them. I think then the laws kick in or something. But yeah, you're right, Kona Ranger. What's up, nephew Smooth? Okay, Chriselle, have you dropped any more videos? Because I tell guys to go over and check out your channel. Seth's Travel Vlogs, Dez's Hangout Haven, Vixen's Vlog. She's a Filipina living in California. She's got a nice channel, but it's fancy, guys. And she does a lot of different subjects. But man, her and her husband sent me a small ballot buying box, man. Nothing but first class, top of the line stuff, guys. And when I say top of the line, they spared no expense. And I kind of felt bad. I was like, they didn't have to send me this expensive stuff, but they did. Everything they sent me was the best that you can buy. And I sent her a letter, her and her husband, and I told them that. I was like, wow, I was really impressed. I mean, it's the stuff I wouldn't spend on myself. Not that I'm cheap. I'm just saying, but it's the right thing to do. My mother told me that, you get what you pay for. You go out there to Walmart and buy a 3-piece suit in Walmart if you want to. You're going to end up buying 5 suits from Walmart that you can buy one at Rhodes, which is a designer men's store in Louisville, Kentucky. I mean, the real fine stuff. But yeah. And by the way, don't buy a 3-piece suit from Walmart. That was a joke, okay? Even though they've got them, don't do it, guys. You're going to regret it. Somebody, your girlfriend's going to say, hey, let me pull that. You got a string hanging off your sleeve, and she's going to unravel your whole damn suit. Don't do it. Yeah, the melanated wanderlust or Walmart suit. That's a joke, guys. Don't buy it. Hey, Diesel man, he said, would love to meet up, Calvin. But I'm in, what's ND? Is that New Zealand? Great info as usual. How long do you think you'll be in the U.S.? What town are you? Oh, that's North Dakota. I'm sorry. It's been so long, man. I forgot what ND stood for. He said, how long do you think you'll be in the U.S.? What town are you in currently in the fields? My wife is from Davao area. Hey, Diesel man, and I hope your wife's family is okay because there was a 7.1 earthquake in Davao Oriental. But I'm going to fly into Chicago. I'm going to meet and greet some guys there. Then I'm going to go to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm here in San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. It's about 4 hours north of Dumaguete, about 2.5 hours, about 2 hours through the mountains to Bacolod City, about 3 hours from some more mountains to Cebu City. Yeah. My plans is to be in America 2 weeks, no more than a month. Green Dream said, what do you think about GD Mead? What is that? You gotta bring me up to speed on that. Okay, simply take care. I know you gotta hit that hamster wheel, don't you? Okay, Diesel Man said yes, that earthquake was out in the water, but they are fine, just a bit shook up. Yeah. And see, that would put a signal on the tsunami. Hey, Reginald Dollar, thanks for that super chat. He said, happy birthday, Boobee. She's in there getting ready. My girlfriend made her Hawaiian skirt. She's gonna be looking sharp. I'm gonna put the picture, guys, on the on my community page when she gets all dolled up. You know, because Boobie don't know what's going on. But then again, she might, because she's smart. But this birthday's all about them, really, the adults. Oh, okay. Travel Mike said the Raw Facts channel, GD me. I don't really deal with that stuff, man. I don't, like I said, my channel, we're trying to bring people together. We're not trying to, divide people and all that negative stuff. I don't buy into that stuff, man. If people like that think that they have to be the YouTube police, I mean, I don't understand what he's saving people from. My channel is 45 and up. Successful people who, know how to run their own lives. They think for themselves, and that's just how it is. But, people seem to like it. Somebody told me, said, yeah, we like that chismis, and that's why these channels are popular, and that's why we click on them. And I guess that's what it is. I don't like stuff like that. It's just most of it is slander because they don't know me. All they have to do is ask me. I tell them, but they just stretch the truth a whole lot, and for views and stuff like that. And I don't know. I guess I ignore them. King Arthur said, Calvin, make sure you videotape your daughter's first birthday. Oh, yeah, the memories be priceless. Absolutely. And I'm thank you, King Arthur, for reminding me of that. Because I was going to do it, but I forgot. Yeah, Maximus, he said, Calvin, you don't want to know about the drama involving GD. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. What I don't know won't hurt me, Maximus, and that's exactly right. See, the less I know, the better off I am. See, that kind of stuff, even, and my supporters have gotten better at that. They don't even send me that junk no more. You only poisoning me. It's like I've got one of my subscribers, and he's a friend now. He's 78. He said, Calvin, when those guys send you that stuff, he said, they're not really trying to help you. He said, they're really trying to hurt you. He said, it's like you being friends with a couple and you know that the husband's fooling around and you go tell the wife. You're not trying to help. You're trying to start something. And that's true. You got to stay out of that stuff. Oh, wow. Love Beat Muse says, Brother Calvin, the National Weather Service projects temperatures 100 to 110 tomorrow in D.C. Wow. Jeff S. says, going to be funny to see what you think of America now. Yeah, see, and thank you, Jeff S., because people say, well, what are you going to do about Sunshine Shows? It's going with me. Man, Sunshine Shows is here to stay. And I'm going to do some comical stuff over there. I know it's going to be comedy over there, Jeff S., after being away so long, man. Hey, Cons 2911, he said, I just finished working, Cal. Good. I'm glad to see you jump off that hamster wheel. Reginald Dollar said, Calvin, what minimum income is needed to live a Western lifestyle in St. Carlos City? I'm going to say at least $1,000 to $1,200. And the reason I say it because the rent here is so low. It's the lowest I've ever seen in the Philippines, man. This house I've got, this is a house, by the way. It's not an apartment. It's just attached to other houses. The owner told me that, by the way. I got a 2-bedroom house, man. It's big. It's modern, you know, $170. See, you're gonna spend about, you know, on living expenses now. Let's talk about actual living expenses. And John reminded me of that. Not so much the cost of living, but the living expenses. Here it's going to be low. You're not going to hit about 700, 750. Then you got to take in your lifestyle. But your living expenses are going to be low. A Dream says, smart guy you are, Calvin. That's why your fan base is high. Thank you, man. I'm going to take that as a compliment. But yeah, I just share my experience, strength, and hope, man. I'm 58, and really, thank you, brother. Yeah, Frank Ellis, they're karaoke maniacs, and I'm afraid to sing in front of people. You know, and they're not even listening to you. They just want you to get involved, to be a part of it. Now, Smoky Mountain Mile, I'm not going to make fun of the natives. But yeah, that I didn't know that the earthquake was out in the water. I wonder if that signals a tsunami or not. Yeah, JH, that's a great question. He said, at Reginald, define what Western is to you first. Yeah, it's that Western lifestyle. But see, nothing in my house costs more than $300 either. And this is name brand stuff. But why would you come over and spend that kind of money if you're in the Philippines? No one's ever explained that to me before. You don't need an 80-inch screen TV over here. Nothing in my house, I promise you. The only thing that comes close is the bed and the mattress together, I think, was $300. Nothing else is on my refrigerator, both my air conditioners, either one of my washing machine, of course, my oven, nothing. My furniture, the living room furniture, the living room set is a couch and 2 chairs. Now it's small. It was $13,000. That's not $300. Nothing in my house costs over $300. I won't do it over here. Yeah, Melanie, why go to the Philippines if you're gonna live a Western life like that? That really defeats the purpose. All you're doing is getting a new address. I didn't want a new address. I really wanted a new life, and it took me a while because I was like everybody else. I was still living here the same way I was in America, and I was spending a lot of money. It took me a long time to catch on, to start trying the foods, to start going to the places that Filipinos go to, shop where they shop, that sort of thing. It took me a while. Hey, MGJB in the P2B said, hey, Calvin, happy birthday to your loved one. Thank you, brother. Diesel Man said no tsunami. Now, that's great. Hey, King Arthur, thanks for that super chat. He says, so Calvin, with $6,000 a month in St. Carlos, I would be a high baller. Man, is there anything higher than a high baller? You could live off of $6,000 a month anywhere and be a baller, a high baller, King Arthur. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of money over here. Roy Jones says, I do like my 65-inch smart TV. They got them over here, and they're really not that expensive. You're probably going to spend, we saw one, it was really nice, but it wasn't 65-inch. It was, I believe it was 52 inches or something like that. It was like 1,700 pesos. 17,000, brother, not 1,700. Oh, yeah, Travel Mike, he's right. Travel Mike says, you would be a Bill Gates, King Arthur, for $6,000 a month. I'm telling you, man, I got my first YouTube check from YouTube in January of 2021. So I was here over 2 years living off of about $1,400 a month. And, man, I live comfortable. I mean, I didn't miss a meal, and I have savings. It just depends. But see, I don't bar hop. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't chase skirts anymore. It's a lot of things I don't do. I live a simple lifestyle. And it's just how it is, man. David Masson said, many expats talk about the U.S., but the U.S. sent 3 million doses of vaccine, good for the field and the new Biden administration. Never would have happened with that previous administration. Yeah. They've actually sent a lot more, David, than just that 3 million. They just sent 3 million doses of Moderna, but they've sent Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, yeah. And I never put America down. I'm talking about my lifestyle when I talk about America. I mean, I would love to be living in America if I didn't have that rat race to deal with, man. And I know the type of life that I'm going to at least live a middle-class lifestyle, man. I'm going to have to get on the hamster wheel. Yeah, Ron Bisley said, Calvin, grab you a flat screen and ship with the rest of your goods. They are dirt cheap in the U.S. Yeah. See, that's the problem. When you get over here, flat screens are so expensive. I'm just afraid that it might get damaged in the shipping. But if I ship it right in the box, Ron, you're probably right. Yeah, because they're expensive over here. And a lot of things you would think that would be cheap here are expensive. Electronics and gadgets are very expensive in the Philippines. And we're right over here by China, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, Singapore. It don't matter. The stuff's expensive, man. Hey, King Arthur, thanks for that super chat. He said, for your daughter's birthday. Thank you, man. I mean, really thank you, because they're going over the top on this birthday, and Boobee doesn't even realize what's going on. It's for them, and that's okay. This is their culture. Birthdays are big. It's like Christmas, man. And I did a video a long time ago because some guy had asked me, he said, do Filipinos love to party? Man, what are you talking about? There's so many fiestas, holidays, birthdays. It's so much to do over here, man. It'll shock you at how many holidays it is over here. Sean Reed said you're going to pay the difference in shipping. If you can get that, yeah, you're right about that, because you're not going to be able to put that in a ballot buying box. But everything else, see, you can put in that ballot buying box and send it for about $80. But yeah, you're right. Now, I've seen them. I wonder how much it would cost to bring it on the plane with you, because I see people doing that and check it in as like, would that be like a luggage or something? Maximum says import tax are high there. It's not the shipping cost, since they are near the countries where the electronics and gadgets are made. Okay, I got it now. Greg Calhoun says, hey, Calvin, can we see Boobee? I think she's sleeping there, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. Because Boobee sleeps about right now. Do me a favor. You make my breakfast. I'm ready to get out of here. What's in my eat? What's in that? But not yet. Bring me a couple of coffees if you should. That way it's better help. Yeah, Boobie sleep. She takes a nap because Boobie gets up early. She's like me. Oh, okay. See, this type of news I like. Information Maximus. That's why I want my channel to be. He says, Calvin, some of those ballot buying shipping companies have crates for televisions. So just ask about shipping a television. See, I didn't know that. King Arthur said, getting me a Connex box and shipping all of my goods over. Yeah, and that's a great idea. One of my subscribers, Jesse, he lives a good life up there, but he married a Filipina now. They was living in America, and because she was coming back to the Philippines, she got a special rate on a 40 6-foot container. He bought all of his stuff over here, his weights, everything, but his car. He bought everything. The melanated wanderlust says CDC recommended a booster dose for the immune compromised. Oh, okay. It's likely to be recommended soon for those who received the Pfizer vaccine because only 42% effective against the Delta. Wow. Moderna will be boosted. Well, that's what Iskandari, that's what Victor said. He just got his boost. So maybe that's what he took. Mel A said honking, garbage day. Now, earlier, garbage, but now that's across the street. I live across the street from a catering service. And that's their truck. They're honking for some of the workers to come on. Hey, Main Tam, he said, hey, brother, happy birthday to the Sunshine Princess. I appreciate it, man. I like that name, the Sunshine Princess. CAS Reacts. It's caught my second live. Thank you, man. I see you in the comment section, man. Thanks for being positive, man. Oh, yeah, Frank Ellis said you can get a flat screen for 100 to 150. I don't know about over here because I think we've got a 36-inch. And I know you can get a 36-inch at Walmart for about 100, 150. Hell, we paid $13,000, man. Reginald Dollar said, I just got my first Pfizer. Did not want it, but the job is requiring it. Wow. I didn't know that. But we won't get into that either because I've been gone from America for so long. I didn't know it was an issue over there, man. I didn't know it was vaccines against the anti-vaxxers. So I didn't know all that, man. Oh, okay. Sam Champion says, Calvin, if you buy a flat screen, ship in the original box without removing it. A friend of mine shipped one from Afghanistan without insurance. Damaged upon arrival, could not get his money back, so insured. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, guys, get your thumbs up. Y'all know it helps me because I only got about 7 more minutes left. I got to get off here because she's making signals. They're going to have Boobee's birthday party out here. Hey, Gregory Calhoun said, hey, Calvin, I live in Atlanta, and you give me a timeline when you in Chicago so I can fly and drive to see you. Okay, I will, brother. Frank Ellis said Walmart can't give them away. Wow, why not? Okay, the melanated wanderlust said it's a big deal here, especially now that the children are returning to school. See, I saw my grandkids, and they were going to school without masks, and I was like, oh, okay. Ron Bizzle said a 32-inch TV in South Florida is around $90. I just purchased last week to take to West Africa. What part of West Africa are you going to, Ron Bizzle? 32-inch for $90. Wow. Roy Jones said Madison is political these days. Yeah, everything's political over there, man. Hell. Reginald Dollar said the hospital staff are protesting the shot. The staff are quitting because they don't want the vaccine. Now, that would be crazy for me. If I'm working in a hospital, if I'm a frontliner, you got to give me that shot. I'm sorry, guys. You got to give me that shot. Hey, Travel Mike, thanks for that super chat. He said, happy birthday, Boobee. Thank you, Mike. Travel Mike. That's Mike Cosby, if anybody doesn't know. He claimed I got rid of him, but I didn't. It was one of my moderators got rid of you because for some reason I had removed your moderator status and they were able to get you. But yeah, you welcome back anytime, brother. Hey, Luis Martinez, he said things are getting a bit crazy here in the States. You know, I hate to hear that, man. You know, I see it though. I just saw where a guy was killed for playing his music too loud or something. See, that's the type of stuff that would drive me crazy. I can't deal with that anymore. Oh, okay, Christopher Leroy said Miss McDee's now says you have to have the shot to work there. I come back to work. Wow. Maxima says the problem with shipping a new television in an open box is the Philippines might tax it. I think they're going to tax it as a new imported product. At least if you open it and test the television, you can say it is used. Oh, now that's a great idea. And put it back in the box. Ron Bizzle said BJ's and Costco and Brands Mart dirt cheap. Home Depot said today required mask in the store front. Greeter holding a gigantic sign. And give me a piece of bread. Well, that's okay. I've got 3 minutes left. Yeah, I got 3 minutes left, guys. I want to thank y'all for all your super chats, all your happy birthday greetings to Boobee, all your super stickers, the thumbs up. Let's see if we can get 250 before we get off here with 212. Just all your kindness, your generosity, support, your views, man, your subscriptions, man, everything, Sunshine Shoulders, man. It's just been amazing. I say that every day, but it's a fact, man. That's just facts. I'm going to go on and get out of the way. Thank you, Luis Martinez. I'm just going to really eat a little bit. I ain't going to eat a whole lot. This is my off day from exercising. I'm not going to eat a whole lot. Definitely don't drink, but I'm going to buy the girl something to drink. That's like putting some high-octane gas in her engine. She'll drink a few of them mules, and boy, I'll be a happy camper later. Hey, thanks, Derek Greenway, for the super chat. He said, happy birthday, Boobee. Yeah, guys, I appreciate it. Let me get my outro going. Thanks again to Anthony T. Edwards. Well, I cut this damn thing off. Hey, Philip Cooper. He says, hey, Cal, my wife packed the box with our flat screen. She put clothes and towels all around the TV, not an issue. How big was it, Phil? I know, Melanated Wanderlust.
On the ground.
That's Anthony T. Edwards doing the whole thing. I mean, he's talented, man. That's what he does for a living. He creates jingles for companies and stuff out in Seattle, Washington. He grew up with Prince, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis. Who else did he say he grew up with? Teddy Riley. Yeah, he's a real deal. Oh, yeah, Ice Cream Melee. Hey, guys, if you're in America, man, it's late. Yeah, it's about 11, almost 11:30. I hope you help somebody, man, before you got into bed. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, and you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a few dollars. In the Philippines, it's 11:26 a.m. Got the whole rest of the day. Intentionally go out and find somebody to help. It's no excuse. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay COVID-free. I'll see you next time. Look out for my next home video. I'm going to go over there today. Well, not today. Tomorrow, because Boobee's birthday today. It should be interesting, guys. Okay. Take care, everybody.